In this video, I'm going to share with you the tools and strategies you need to use to build an email list. These are the exact strategies I've used to gain a list of over 15,000 people. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps you need to take to build an email list, even from scratch. So keep watching. So on this channel, I teach entrepreneurs how to generate more leads and sales using social media. So if you want more videos like that, be sure to go down, subscribe, and also click that little bell notification so you're always notified of videos just like this. So right now, I'm gonna hop on my laptop and walk you through these simple steps so you can start to build this email list very, very quickly. So follow me. All right, my friend, now I'm on my computer. Now the very first thing when you wanna build an email list, especially from scratch, is there's certain tools you need to have. Now I'm gonna walk you through first off the tools you need and then how you can start generating email leads to build the email list. Okay, so the first tool you need is you need a free bribe. Now what I mean by this is something that basically you're going to give away for free in exchange for your prospects or your leads' email address. Okay, every person that builds an email list needs something to give away for free. That's what you're bribing in exchange for the email list. Okay, now it's also called a lead magnet, as you can see on the image on the screen, because what you want to understand with the free bribe is a lot of times people that go out there, a lot of people that I coach, my high-end clients, what they tend to think first off before I start working with them is they're just going to go out there and give away anything for free and build a list. Now, that can work to build a list, but what you're going to find is you're going to build a list of people that have all kinds of interests. So the number one thing you want to do is create a free bribe that only your target market, the people that you want to sell your products to, the people that you want to work with, would actually be interested in getting. Okay, this is a lead magnet. So you're like a magnet to your leads. By giving this away, you want to attract the right people. So when you create your free bribe or you find something to give away for free, you want to really think backwards. So work at the end and the work towards the beginning. So what I mean by that is, for example, let's say you are in health and fitness and you're selling a product that's maybe a training product teaching people how to build muscle. Okay, well, you don't want to just give away, like a fat loss tips or something, because that's not really the right person. Maybe you could give away a free bribe that's like 5 tips on how to build muscle on the weekend, or something like that. So when you give that away, only people looking to build muscle are going to even be interested. Thus, you're building email leads of people that are very interested in potentially that product. Okay, so you really want to think about who are the people you want to attract and then create a free bribe around that. Now, how do you create a free bribe really fast? That's what you may be wondering. Well, there's actually a lot of different ways to do it, and these are some of the best ways I recommend. Now, number one is you can write an ebook. Okay, you can write a cheat sheet or an ebook in a Word document, save it as a PDF, and then start giving that away. You can write tips, you can write information. It doesn't have to be that long because it's a lead magnet. It's like a preview to what you're offering, okay? So it can be, 7 pages of really good information. You can create a YouTube video teaching something. This is what I've done in the past many times successfully to build my large business. And what I've done is basically just created a YouTube video teaching my target market something, and then I give that away in exchange for their email address. Very powerful. Another thing you can do is record an audio training. Okay, so maybe you don't want to be on camera. You can just sit and record an audio training. One of my most popular trainings that I've done is teaching people 17 different ways to get leads, and that's actually an audio, so they can just put it on their iPhone, put it in their car, drive around and learn how to easily and effortlessly get floods and floods of leads very quickly. But that was one of my most popular audios. Okay, so use one of those, and once you create the free bribe, this is the next tool. Okay, the next tool you need is something called a capture page. A capture page. Now, you've probably seen one of these. You've probably put your email in to one of these. And basically, it's a page that captures your prospect's email address. Now, as you can see on the image, you can actually request their name and their email and their phone number. But personally, if you just want to build an email list pretty fast, I recommend just doing your email address, okay, or their email address. Now, the reason I don't recommend doing the name right away is it lowers conversion. So less people are actually going to give you their email, and it doesn't really add to any conversions. Using the person's name in the email, most people know that you don't really know them, and they've kind of given you that information. So it's not really that helpful to add that on. And essentially, as you can see on the screen, the main components of a good capture page is a headline. Okay, you want to use a wow factor, something that's going to really capture their attention, and it solves a problem clearly stated. So I recommend your headline be something specific. So for example, you want your headline to be about the free guide or the free bribe. So for example, if you are giving away, let's say you're helping people save money on their taxes, and you could give away a free guide. Let's say it's around, 7 ways to lower your taxes. Well, you could say a headline, something like, 7 shocking ways to lower your taxes today, or something like that. And then when they put their email address in, they're requesting access to that information. Very powerful. Now, you may be wondering, how can I quickly create a lead capture page or a capture page? Well, I actually have a recommended resource called ClickFunnels. Now, if you don't know what ClickFunnels is, it's one of the leading lead magnet capture page creation softwares out there today. I personally recommend it. All of my students love it. And what I'll do is I'll actually include a link below where you can try it out risk-free and just play around with it. They have drag and drop. They have all these incredible, highly proven converting capture page templates that you can just put in your headline and hook that all up very, very easily, okay? So highly recommend that. That's what you're gonna need in order to put your headline and start capturing leads. So I'm gonna include a link below so you can go ahead and do that right now. Now, the third tool that you actually need to build an email list fast and from scratch is you need a thank you page. Okay, now a thank you page is simply the page that your prospect or your lead is gonna land on after they enter their email. Okay, now this thank you page is going to want to do a few different things. Number one, you want to thank the person for signing up, okay, because you want to appreciate them for actually giving you their information and start building that relationship. And another thing, you have a couple options, okay? You can either on the thank you page put the link or the video to the lead, the bribe, okay? You can actually put that directly on the thank you page, or you can tell them on the page, kind of like the one on the screen, that they need to check their email to get the bribe. And the reason you may want to do that is because it's actually conditioning the person to check their email address, okay? You want them opening their emails, and this is actually getting them to get used to opening your email. So when you send out a broadcast or an email in the future, they're going to be used to doing that, okay? So, those are some of the options. Now, ClickFunnels actually has thank you pages that are already done for you that hook up to your capture page. So again, with ClickFunnels, once you get it through the link below and try that out risk-free, you're not gonna have to worry about creating this yourself. It's very, very easy. Now, the fourth thing you need is an email autoresponder service. Okay, this is a much needed asset for any serious person looking to build a business online. And essentially what this piece of software does is it hooks up to your capture page, and it's what actually collects and manages all these email addresses. And then this is the same service that you log into each day and send out one email, and it will go out to thousands of email addresses at one time. If you've ever subscribed to a newsletter and you've wondered how you're getting that email, that's what actually they're using. They're using email autoresponder services, okay? And again, with different email autoresponder services, you can either send out a broadcast message, which basically means you're sending one message to everyone at one time live, or you can send an automated message, which means you've pre-written it, and maybe every 4th day someone signs up to your email list, they will get a certain message. Now, what I recommend you do is, you get a good service. Now, I'm gonna recommend my resource. Again, now the one I personally recommend, there's a lot of different ones out there. There's GetResponse, there's MailChimp. I'm personally recommending AWeber just because of my 4+ years of being online, trying virtually all of them. AWeber, in my experience and a lot of my students' experiences, has the highest deliverability rate. What that means is when you send an email, let's say it goes out to 100 people, a huge percentage of those 100 are actually going to receive the email in their main inbox. It's not going to go to spam or promotion folder, which is very important when you're wanting to build an email list and get opens to your emails. So what I'm going to do is include a link below where you can try out AWeber. I believe it's a 30-day free trial where you can see it. It may be $1 to try it out, but either way, risk-free. You can try out AWeber at the link below. Highly recommend it. And there's tutorials in it. There's tutorials in ClickFunnels. Very easy to link those up to start building this email list. Now, the fifth tool you need to start building an email list fast is you need follow-up emails scheduled. Okay, now you can see on there, that's actually AWeber, and that's what it looks like when you're scheduling a campaign. Now, the reason you want to do this is because as you're building your email list, you're going to have people subscribe to your email list at all times of the day, and you don't want to be sitting there all day sending manually those messages, right? So what you can do in AWeber is actually schedule follow-up emails to go out one day at a time, and they will always go out at the time that's perfect for that person. So for example, let's say one person signs up to your list on Tuesday, and you have, after 2 days, they'll get a certain message. Well, on Thursday, they're gonna get that message. But let's say someone signs up on Wednesday. They're not gonna get that message on Thursday. They're actually gonna get that on Friday. So it automatically will make that really simple and figure out all that for you. Now, you may be wondering what follow-up emails are good to schedule and write. Personally, I recommend the very first thing you want to do is have an immediate message go out that basically, again, welcomes them, tells you a little bit about what to expect, who you are, what your brand is about, and also link back to that free bribe, okay? So you want to make it very easy for them to get what you promised them. Now, the next 7 days, I personally recommend doing about 7 days of follow-up emails and then start broadcasting live. You can schedule up to 30 days or more, but it's all up to you, but 7 days is a good amount. And each day you kind of want to, share that free bribe, share different blog posts with them, and really build that relationship, okay? So that's really, really key. Now, you may be wondering, okay, this is great. Now I have all the tools. I know how to start building the email list, but how do I actually start getting people signing up? Where do I find these people in my target market? Well, now I'm going to cover very quickly how to start generating leads for your email list. Now, there's two options when it comes to generating leads and building an email list from scratch and pretty fast: paid advertising and free advertising. So something like social media and blogging. Now, depending on your situation, paid advertising is really good if, let's say you have a job that maybe you're working tons of hours, you're making pretty good money, and you just don't have a lot of time to post consistently on social media. Well, paid advertising may be for you, things like Facebook advertising, promoting things on YouTube, running YouTube ads. But if you have, let's say, an hour or so a day and you want to start generating leads for free, I highly recommend social media. In fact, this channel shares tons and tons of different ways on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc., on exactly how to start generating leads. I'm not going to go into, step by step on here. I may have a card pop up to a playlist where I walk you through, or you can just subscribe and start going through my other videos and see step by simple step on Instagram, what to post and things like that. But free advertising is what I'm going to cover in this video. So steps for social media lead generation, right? Like, how do you start generating leads on social media for free and build this email list? Well, the step one is you want to build an engaged audience, okay? So what I mean by this is you want to actually, on a social media site, like let's say Facebook or Instagram, you want to build an audience that's engaging, okay? And one of the ways to do that is post educational and entertaining content. So when you want to build an engaged audience, you want to be posting tips, posting content, posting entertaining things that are going to get people engaging. You can post a meme that's related to your niche, things like that, things that are going to build an audience. So anytime you see a post with a lot of engagement, you can actually start questioning, why did that work? How can I apply that to my business, etc. And also, you want to be consistent. Consistency is key to build an engaged audience, because the people that are the most consistent, they're the ones that people are going to come to know, follow, and like, and potentially buy from, okay? And then what I recommend is you want to promote your free bribe around 2 times a week. Okay, so you don't want to promote it all the time. People get tired of it. and it loses the mystery. You want to promote it around twice a week. So as you're posting educational content, entertaining content, every two times a week, you want to post promoting your free bribe. So what I recommend is you post the link. Okay, so you post the link to that capture page. Never just send them directly to the free bribe. You want to send them to the capture page, building your email list. And then what you want to do is tell people to get access. So you could, kind of tell them what's on the headline. So let's say that headline is 7 shocking ways to lower your taxes. You could say on Facebook, do you want to discover 7 shocking ways to lower your taxes? Click this link and get access to my free guide, or something like that. And you're going to notice a significant amount of leads start to flow in. Last but not least, as far as building your list, if you're a blogger, okay, you have your own blog, you want to have an opt-in box on the side of it above the fold. And what that means is, where they don't have to scroll down to see it. So it's on the top, usually right next to your blog post. And then you want to say something similar to the headline on the capture page. And this is going to be able to build your email leads on your blog as well. Okay, very, very powerful. So just to recap real quick, number 1 is you want to create a free bribe. Remember, I shared a lot of different ways to do that. Number 2 is create a capture page. Be sure to get the trial below for ClickFunnels. You can do it with a click of your button very easily. Number 3, create a thank you page. You need a page that someone gets sent to when they enter their email. Number 4, set up follow-up emails. These are emails that are going to go out automatically, sending them, blog posts, back to the free bribe, etc. I'm going to be posting more videos on this channel. After you subscribe, you'll see it on exactly what I say in my emails. Number 5 is you want to build a following on social media, promoting your bribe 2 times per week. Again, I have lots of videos on this channel on exactly what to say and what to post and when. And number 6 is to stay consistent. Remember, consistency is key. So now you know exactly how to start building an email list. But the key to a large email list is to start generating consistent leads online every single day. Be sure to grab my free training audio, 17 ways to get leads today, down below, or head to garrettgetsresults.com/17 ways. In that training, I reveal 17 different methods to start generating leads. All of them are very simple, and all but one of them are totally free. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button below, share it with your friends, any business partners, and be sure to subscribe. Last but not least, I'd love to hear your feedback. Comment below which of these tips helped you the best, which ones are you most excited about applying, and I will catch you on the next video.